They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball in the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after it, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially,
hey girl, you like me a little bit?
No, I don't even like you a little bit.
Come on girl, you like me a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
Wait, you like me a little bit?
You, I don't even like you a little bit.
I heard you like me a little bit.
Well, maybe just a little bit.
Go turn it down for her, Bailey.
She wanna see me put the work to it. Digging in the dirt for it. So what? I go.
Honed in on it and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh no. God.
Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Johnson on the return. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. They'll get this to Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now Landry. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No.
Hey, what's going on? Okay. Ask Nana, does she want Chipotle?
We're scoreless after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
She said yeah.
The same order she usually get?
Play action. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast,
She said yes.
it might be a
All right. You same thing? Uh-oh. You okay?
designed as a passing play.
Oh, she want a big sissy.
You hit the lip?
Hey, just keep up with her.
Huh?
Keep up with her.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run. Chubb. They get into the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or for 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running
Hey, babe.
you're going to smother it.
Hey, you want the same thing you usually get with your order?
Easily blocked and turned to the side.
Huh? Cauliflower rice dip?
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Quick throw.
Okay.
Mayfield completes it.
Cool. If you know what, I'm gonna sit pay up with my phone because I got because I don't have that order for you. So just to let you pick your stuff. All right.
As his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hey, I'm about to give you my phone to take up.
The orders.
Yeah, it's for mommy.
Okay.
Hey, I wonder what that definitely used to
Here, Pay. You getting the same thing you always get, Bailey. Hold up, let me do something real quick. Yes. Quesadilla.
Oh.
They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving it to more tempo
Ooh.
Hey, my dad said it never got a temperature yet.
Maybe they'll do that.
Hey, what's going on? All right, Pat. Here, take this up to mommy so she can put an order in.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Henry's got it on the left side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
You serious?
Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
You alright, Billy?
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
first down. Justin Herbert. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for the Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Chargers 14. Browns 7. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down the first time? Back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Mayfield on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Landry, the intended target. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A great move, couldn't free it. Taken down at the 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019. 4th fastest in the NFL. And he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. It's about the hit of steam he had behind him, and he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Rolling to his right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
At the Browns' 1-yard line.
Try to punch it in with Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Herbert taking it in. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Chubb. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of... Five. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 51 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
His kick is good.
That's a prime example of the danger that Baker Mayfield presents when he's able to get outside of the pocket.
And we see many quarterbacks do this in the league. A lot of them have that good mobility, but we see them, they're more like striders, right? There's a smoothness to them. When I watch Baker Mayfield, everything is sharp, hard, aggressive, and he turns it into a big-time shot downfield in a monster play.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And all this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here is Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 35, Browns 21. Michael Badgley, the kickoff for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game. And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Chargers 42. Browns.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Browns.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running on first down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
26-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. To throw, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On the option, here's Eckler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.